mounted up in the main intake for the radiator off to the side. So they're in there, very secure. They're actually tie wrapped here, and then a couple sides on the sides you can't see them. So they come back down. So let's get under the car now. I'll show you both sides at full turn what it looks like. Oh, I'm getting too old for this. All right, so let's go over here to the passenger side, which is all the way out right now. So what I did, okay, here's the hose coming out. I had some of these extra little clamps. So I put that clamp right there that keeps the hose centered between the lower control arm, let me back up a little bit here, and the control arm. You know, as it moves, this will go up and down together. So this gap stays constant here, but what was happening is the hose was sliding this way up where there's not much gap and getting smushed. Now I did open up the control arm a little bit by adjusting the adjustment here and picked it up to where I felt comfortable with it. I'm still clearing here. I've got a little piece of Krydex up here that I molded to the top. You can't really see it from the bottom, and it just kind of floats. And I'll move this wheel a bit for you. It just kind of floats as you turn the axle. It keeps the hose off of the tire. Okay, I'm going to turn this guy all the way back full turn and go show you the driver's side that's at full turn. So again, same thing here. Here's the hose coming out. I got my same little mount here bolted in to the control arm. All right, gap is pretty constant. There's actually a little gap here at the top. You can't really see it, but there is space in there. Hose comes up and around. There's room here. It's loose. It's not binding, but the tight spot is right up, if you can see it, right up against the tire. And you can see the little Krydex sheet actually hits the and this is the 19-inch wheel. It's not my 18. It hits right there on the last bit of full turn. It makes contact, but once I go out, it no longer touches it. If I can push on it and show you at the same time. There you go. And so now it goes out past that point. And I got room to adjust these things down. These things are just very loose with tie wraps. Again, it's just to try to float and hold this top section down so it doesn't impact the inside of the wheel. And really, it's only on for full turn, which you don't do on the course very often. Just backing the car in and out, dinking around. But there, that kind of goes around. You can see the routing. And again, there's lots of space. This space here, which is the tight one, will be constant. And it looks kind of tight, but again, as it goes up and I've dropped the car down and watch it, it actually clears it. There's no binding. I got some duct tape on here just so I can see any wear before I cut the hose. And so far I've taken out and driven it 2 or 3 times already and no issues. So this looks to be pretty good. And I may play with this up here a little bit once I get the 18-inch wheels on, just to maybe pull it down a little tighter so I got more clearance. But again, it's only on that last bit of full turn where I'm getting contact. And since there's nothing in here where the stock, you know, the stock unit used to bolt up right here, right? There's nothing in here, so all of this contact that was right here, I may be able to take the spacer out now on the wheels, but we'll see. So anyway, there's the brake hose and what it looks like. Brake cooling duct hose, blah, blah, blah. Later.